So today we're doing something a little different than what we usually do. We're actually going on like a little day trip of sorts. You know, I've been saying I've been wanting to do it and haven't been doing it, and I've been putting it off all week. So guess what? And I think one of the reasons I've been putting it off is because I've just been kind of aiming too high, I guess. You know, like at my first trip, I was thinking, oh man, I picked a spot. It was in South Carolina, and ended up being like 3 hours each way at least. But today we're gonna go to Kerr Dam, John H. Kerr Dam, just over the Virginia line, the borderline right there, which is only like an hour and a half each way, so it's a nice little happy medium, you know? We're gonna stop and go ahead and top our fuel tank off when we get a chance. We got some fuel left, not super urgent. There's also a grocery store up here we're gonna stop at. That's got some pretty decent little deli sandwiches. We're gonna grab one of them, one or two little things to drink, and then we'll head up that way. And of course today we are riding my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600. Super loud, super hard to moto vlog on, but the right tool for the job, at least out of the three I got. The Shadow 750, of course, will do it, but she's all bobbed out. And with my fat butt on the Vader 125, yeah, I'm not gonna run 48 miles an hour the whole way there. If you want to get run over on the highway, that's a real good way to do it. Now, the Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, that's not really a touring bike. I mean, this is more or less like Mitsubishi's muscle cruiser from back in the day. In the back of the day, like 20 years ago. But a previous owner put this really cool Memphis Shades Batwing fairing on it. I got a Mustang seat on here. I got crash bars so I can put my feet up. Do a set of Viking bags on here, which I highly recommend Viking bags. The quality is phenomenal. And I'm not like super worried about time today either, because I got nowhere else to be. I just want to get home. You know, it is a weekday, so I'd like to get home before the rush hour traffic really starts hitting, because it is a Friday. I typically don't like riding in the afternoons, especially on Fridays, because everybody wants to get off work, they want to go home. Everybody's in such a hurry, and I don't really blame them for that. But if I timed this right, we should be early lunchtime-ish. I'm hoping that the overlook I got in mind isn't too busy. I'd love to get some sweet pics of this thing in front of the dam, but we'll see. All right, let's see what we got. We got water, bam. We got lemonade, bam. We got beef sticks, bam. And we got a cool little roast beef sandwich. Let's have John H. Kerr Dam viewpoint in our GPS. Hour 10 minutes. Let's hit start and get on the road. So the weird thing is, even though I chose no highways, it's still taking me up 401. So I guess it doesn't consider 401 a highway. I mean, it kind of looks like a highway. I mean, this looks pretty much like a U.S. or a state highway to me, but I don't know. What do I know? I suspect Google's probably smarter than I am because Google has all the answers. One thing for sure I definitely noticed about the Mean Streak compared to my Shadow 750 is while the Shadow 750 it'll do highway. And I've been on this road in the wind, it sucks. This bike though, it only weighs about 100 pounds more. I think wet weight on this is like 650, not counting up crap I put on it. And the Shadow is like 550. But that 100 pounds really makes a difference. I really wish I had this 6th gear. Gotta bring these RPMs down a little bit. But again, this is not a touring bike. I bought it because I wanted a big beat to win, and the thought was I could go on trips. Well, I didn't take into account the gearing and all that other stuff. Engine's fine, size of the bike's fine, the weight's fine. But as far as actually doing something like long distance, maybe this isn't the correct choice. We're gonna find out though. Alright, I made it to Laurinburg. And I know there's a gas station I passed a little while back on my left if I got to. There's one right there. Alright, let's see what we can do about some gasoline. Gasoline, gasoline. Now, I do not know what a Rock Eagle Mart is. And it looks like somebody's been accidentally hitting the premium button. Let's see here. So yeah, that was 2.1 gallons. 83.7 miles. That's about, what, 40-ish? Low to mid-40s, not too bad. Alright, it looks like we're about 40 miles out. Got another 50 minutes to go. I'm going to throw some tunes on and check in with you guys when we get a little closer. Ooh, we're getting closer, like 10 minutes away. We gotta be getting close to the Virginia border. I'm kind of shocked I haven't seen the freaking... Well, we're also out in the middle of nowhere, too, so I guess there probably wouldn't be one because this isn't a highway. What am I thinking? But I figured I would have seen, like, the state line pop up on the GPS, and it hasn't. I guess maybe the world's bigger than I thought it was. Hasn't been a bad ride, though. Like, we were on 401 for quite a bit, then got on, I think, like 36 or something, and now it's for, like, the past 40 minutes. It's just been like this. Freaking half-tree tunnels, farmland, curvy roads. It's been a really nice ride. It's kind of relaxing. I've been taking it easy. Haven't really seen much traffic at all. It is a weekday, though. They're all probably at work. I'm not. There's Kimball Point State Rec area. I have no clue what that is, because that's not where we're going today. We're going to go look at a giant concrete thing that beavers may or may not have built. I suspect they did not. I think they lacked the technologies. But trust me, if they had the technologies, they'd be making out of cement too. I know they would. Industrious little buggers. One thing I have noticed, though, is I do not ride this bike near enough, and if I'm going to do this on like a regular basis, especially like farther distances, I need more practice, like big time. Like, I've been making newbie mistakes, like, all day. Absolutely beautiful day, though. I'm looking forward to checking the views out when we get there. And one thing I noticed about this Memphis Shades Batwing with this taller windshield on it, it blocks like a good chunk of wind. Like, I'm not really getting much head buffeting. But also at the same time, the top of the windshield is like right in line with my eyeballs. So I keep wanting to scrunch down to look through it, or I want to sit up to look past it. Welcome to Virginia. Sweet. It was getting close. Hey, look, welcome to Virginia. You can tell I don't get out very much. This also means that this is my first time leaving the state of North Carolina on a motorcycle. That was my first time crossing a state line on a motorcycle, which probably for a lot of you guys, you do it all the time. It's no big deal, but you know what? That was pretty cool. This also means, if you remember the beginning of the year when I was gaslighting myself, I said I wanted to go to Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, and maybe Florida. So we can check this one off the list. Look, there's water on the GPS now. Nice. John Kerr Dam, 3 miles. Woo! Oh yeah, here we go. Dam and reservoir. Woo, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. Oh yeah, there's a little island out there. That's cool. Nothing on that side. That's not touring it. That's going on over the break. It's like a turnoff right there, but that's not where we're going. I don't think. Is it? No. Nobody's there, so that's neat. That might be an option to double back to. One we're looking for is up here on the left. And it's right there. Oh, we're definitely going to have to ride across this thing, too. Oh, yeah, 100%. All right, let's just scooch in here. We're just going to... We're dragging the rear brake, kind of clutching. I don't want to, like, go too fast. End up screwing up big time. Here we go. Let's see if we can get an angle over here. Can we see this okay? I don't know. No one else is here. Doesn't matter. Let's just, for right now, let's act like we're normal, respectable people. Somebody's been down here doing donut spinnies, though. So I goofed up twice. I didn't bring an extra battery for the Osmo 5. I didn't even bring the dead cat for my freaking for my wireless mic too. I just grabbed the one microphone. But I gotta say though, this is gorgeous, man. But look at all this. Look at all this back here. Look at all of it. All of it. All of it. Take it all in. Ah, look at the lake. Look at the lake. Look at the dam. We're gonna ride across that. It is super windy though. So yeah, we need to be super duper careful. But we gotta do it. Definitely gotta do it. I know the lighting for this isn't perfect and the freaking wind's blowing the camera a little bit, but I wanted to make sure the bike was in the picture. Because that's the superstar of the day, you know? That's what got me here. That's what's gonna get me home. And I've been talking about wanting to take some sort of trip for so long, and I've been putting it off all week. I've had the entire week off of work. Today is Friday. This is not at all where I planned on going. I made this decision last night. The original place was further south, down in South Carolina, and I think it was just too big, you know? Like the distance. We're talking 3 hours plus each way, and then you make that a day trip? Is that a 2-day trip? How am I gonna feel when I get down there? Because I gotta go home at some point, right? I can't just stay there forever. And it just became, I thought about it so much, it just became way bigger than what it needed to be. And then plus with the channel, wanting to record things, how do you even do that? You know, how do you even record a big trip? How do you film that? How do you make that entertaining where somebody's gonna watch it? And I know a lot of this footage is just me riding with no bike audio and just music in the background, but you can't do that for an hour and a half. Nobody's gonna watch that. I don't know. I'm getting stressed about it now just thinking about it. Because pretty much I left this camera on probably 90% of the trip. That's a lot of footage to go through. But you know what? There was one thing I learned. Well, I learned two things doing this today. One is the first being that this was 100% worth it. This is really nice out here. I mean, it's just listening to the waves, hitting the water. It's a lot windier than I thought it was going to be because I didn't think about that because, I don't know, I didn't take into account the wind. I made sure it wasn't going to rain, but that's about as far as I got. And I know I'm rambling, but the whole point I'm trying to say is I could have been doing this the whole time. I mean, I've had that bike for a year and a half. I've been riding for 4 years. And today's the first day I've gone out of state. This is the first day I've ever ridden this far in like one direction. I've been on a bike for, 3 hours at the time before, but that's local. 3 hours, I'm home, I'm done. And honestly, the hardest part about doing this was walking out the front door. Actually dedicating, actually saying, I am going to do this. I am leaving today, right now. Because, I mean, bike's been prepped all week. It's just been waiting on me. It's a little nerve-wracking. It's a little scary, you know? Nobody even knows I'm here. My boss does because I called him because I've been off all week and trying to figure out what's going on Monday. But other than that, it's like, dude, some of these roads, if I wiped out on, man, ain't no telling how long it'd be before somebody came by. If you're thinking about doing something like this, you got to do it. You got to do it. There's no other way to say it. You have to do it. Sun's coming up. See, that's a good sign right there saying, yep, that's the universe saying this guy's right. Man. I needed this, though. I really needed this. And don't make the same mistake I did, too. Don't overthink things too much. I mean, that's just my whole story of my freaking life. If I didn't have motorcycles, man, I don't know what the heck I'd do. It wasn't for motorcycles in this channel, because honestly, without going into my personal life too much, there was a few times in the past, 2 years or so that having something to focus on really helped. So don't do what I did and just go for it. Which, that advice coming from me with the anxiety and overthinking and everything else, and just a general, I don't know if it's the correct word or not, disdain for everything. It's like I say, there's only two things I don't like: everything and everybody. And I don't know, it's just, things got bland. Like all the joy had been sucked out of everything. This was nice today. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. I mean, I really mean that. Thank you. I'm gonna eat my sandwich. I'm gonna have my lemonade. I'm gonna ride across that bridge on that Mammer Jammer. And if you wanna know more about that bike, my 2008 Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600, you can check that video out somewhere in here. And as always, y'all be good. See ya.